What's up, fam? What's going on, y'all? Like and subscribe if you like the video. Most importantly, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. Um, we got some new. I got some new subscribers here. You know, I get a few every day. As for everybody who has been here, man, I can't thank you guys enough, man. And if you're new here, I'm just, I'm not a pro. I'm not a capper. I'm gonna let you know that right now. And I just, it's all about, with me, it's all about helping, and trying to do as much as I can. And help out. To help out, what I can, what I'm saying? So, it is what it is with that. You guys got any plays or whatever, hey, don't be afraid, man. Don't be afraid. Drop them. You know what I'm saying? Drop them like they're hot. We have 5 games today, all right? First and foremost, make sure you're following at Fantasy Labs NBA. I can't tell you this enough. I sound like a broken record, but it is what it is. And had a notification on, so every time they tweet, you'll be notified. So, you'll have all of these tools, and you'll have that tool right there at your disposal. So that's pretty good. We know rush hour for the news is always around, closer to lock. The earlier we get the news, the earlier we get, the better. I like to come on here and I like to prepare, everybody for what we can see in the future, like towards tonight. So I wasn't going to do a video on it, because I just, I don't know, man. I just say this late. I mean, it is what it is, though. I wasn't going to do a video, but I'm going to do one. Fuck it. Now, we got, don't always look ahead to tomorrow, man. Because, look ahead to tomorrow, look into the future. See what they got out, whatever case may be, and see what teams play. You know what I'm saying? You can even take some extra time to get ready today for tomorrow. All right, especially if you don't like the slate. It's only a couple games that I like on here, but we have NBA, so it is what it is. All right. What else do we have here? Oh, yesterday, I usually, I do a lot of same game parlays, a lot of player prop parlays, few of them, what I'm saying, that I like to pick out, so I can cover myself, it might be some plus 110s, some plus 150s, plus 200s. And, the last 2 days I did some plus 250s, easy money. So this is the second day in a row I hammered it and got smoked, man. My player props, nothing guaranteed in this shit. My player prop parlay, it was probably like a 3-leg. Both days got smoked, hammered them, you know what I'm saying? Bright spot yesterday. I mean, y'all know how I feel about Cleveland. Y'all know this. Y'all know how I feel about Cleveland. I was on them anyway. Y'all already seen that. You know what we do. We was on them anyway. But you mean to tell me, all right, you got player performance doubles. Now, player performance doubles, whenever you're the underdog, that the odds tend to be a little higher. So listen, they rule out Jimmy Butler, and first they rule out Bam. And then they the favorites, right? They still favorite. They still favorite. When I got the notification they rule out Bam, I go hurry up. I hammered that double in the win for Jared Allen, straight bet. Boom, hammer it. You know what I'm saying? Then Jimmy Butler get ruled out. Boom, I go hammer the 31 plus bands. You know what I'm saying? So they played me on that. You know what I'm saying? They had them by 31 twice. They played me on that. They wouldn't give me a cash out. This is the second game in a row. Cleveland was up 31 points. They didn't give me a cash out. They bogus as hell. They always give me a cash out, but that's neither here or there. But I just can't believe how the books still had Miami favorite, and going up against Cleveland. I don't understand. Without Jimmy and Bam, and like I said, I was kicking myself and not even trying to take the unders on PJ Tucker and shit like that. I mean, it's just crazy, man. I just don't understand. Anyway, Milwaukee Bucks at Toronto Raptors, 215.5 over under in this one. Milwaukee Bucks favored by 4.5 on the road. It was 4. It just went up to 4.5. I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know what's happening. All right, we don't have the props out for this one, so anything can happen, man. This could be a spot where you might get some rest from Giannis. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this is a game that I'm probably going to sit back and just wait for definite news, gather my thoughts, see which way I want to go, and boom, it is what it is, and that's how it's going to go. Now, like I said, we don't have the props out for this one. We know I'm going to sound like a broken record each and every day. These are two teams exactly where we know the usage is coming from. Toronto Raptors especially, guys like Fred VanVleet, he's averaging around 38 minutes a game. All the starters are going to play, 35 minutes plus. Scotty Barnes, Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, Precious Achiuwa. Keep an eye out for the news situation on Gary Trent. If Gary Trent doesn't go, you can go to somebody like Svi Mccullum, and then the list goes on and on. Fred VanVleet is somebody who's going to go out there and hit multiple threes. Last game, he didn't hit multiple threes, but he's hit two, I want to say 2 threes or better in 14 out of his last 15 games. He's just been killing it. You know what I'm saying? He's got a solid rebound rate, which I'm kicking myself for really not betting on. His assist rate is choppy. It's choppy. He's probably averaging about 6, but it's choppy. You know what I'm saying? It's choppy. But, shout out to the folks who's been riding those 3-point picks from Scotty Barnes in the absence of Gary Trent. I have not been on those. I didn't see that coming. Man, I seen some monster hits from those guys. Shout out from them people, across the industry. And for the most part, I'll just keep it moving. All right, Chicago Bulls at New York Knicks. 2-point favorite. Chicago Bulls lost the first meeting in this one and won the second one. I have some interest in Julius Rondo in some shape, form, or fashion. For the sole fact of him being an aggressive power forward, just for that alone, that's where the Chicago Bulls have really been ailing in that in that spot. So injury news for this one is R.J. Barrett. He's dealing with a sickness. Okay, so he left midway through the last game, and that hurt some folks. Kobe White is out, and that's it for the significant injuries here. With Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, it's just if you want to get there for their point props, if you want to get there or not. I'll say, you know what I'm saying? Vucevic, he fits that same category as well. Julius Rondo, first time these two teams played with the first game with Vucevic, he had like 13 and about, I think he had 15 rebounds or better. All right. And then, Vucevic, he's been a double-double machine, all right? So I don't know if I'll get to Julius Randle 4 points, but I have slight interest in this rebound props here, okay? It's going to be, it's juicy, though, up there at 9.5, but, it is what it is. And then, y'all guys remember when we, beginning of the season, we was riding the shit out of this DeMar DeRozan prop? Well, it's back. It's back to 4.5. Y'all remember that? Player performance double, DeMar DeRozan, 5 rebounds and a win. Let's see if we got it up there. Just in case for those folks out there who want to take the Bulls to win. Let's see what we got, man. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. There you go. 5 rebounds and a win. And they got Zach LaVine at 6, okay? So, yeah. Yeah, so there it is. All right. Now, I like this game for same game parlays, okay? I have some interest in that rebound prop for DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. Both of them sitting at 4.5. Both of these guys are averaging 5 rebounds. So, it is what it is. If you want to take it down to 4, same game parlays at 2, what is it? I seen it earlier at minus 265 a piece for both of them. I wouldn't mind that. Even in same game parlays, I could throw both of them in there. And then, if I wanted to go with something like what? Maybe an 8 rebound prop or something for Nikola Vucevic, I could slam that in there. That'll give me plus money at plus 154, right? Plus 141 right there. Someone who I always have interest in is Mitchell Robertson. His rebound prop is sitting at 7.5. Even if I was to come down here at 6 rebounds for him, guess what? I'm going to get that at minus 265, and he's averaging almost 8 rebounds a game. I had a monster last time they played. I had a monster same game parlay at like plus 3,100 odd, plus 31,000 odds. I mean, all I needed was 1 rebound for Mitchell Robinson, and it was a foul 2 seconds to go against Brooklyn. They didn't even get a chance to go to overtime, so that really crushed my soul right there. But some of the props right here I'll be looking at. Even in the same game parlay, keep in mind I always point out little peripherals and things like that, because you don't have to get to points is not all. The game is not all about points. It's it's about peripherals as well. And you can get the plus money on something like this. 3-4 legs, plus money, plus 110, minus 108. Hammer it. That's some shit I like to do. If you're here for player props, then if you're willing to bet on a player prop, then if you just got the bet. If you just got the bet parlays, use your alternates to your advantage. I don't give a fuck how shitty it looks. I don't give a fuck what the odds are. This is your money, all right? We hustling, all right? We hustling. This is your money, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is with that shit there. That's what the alternates, if your book has alternates and you're able to take advantage of it, man. It's like I always say, it's about betting is about, you're going to put money on what you feel comfortable with putting money on. So go in there and find something that you're comfortable with putting money on and put some money on it. Simple. Okay? Alec Burks, he's in his new role. His point prop is sitting at 16.5. This is one of my guys here. This is one of my guys, I took him for 25 last game in that matchup. This matchup, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's gonna take me to throughout the day to figure this shit out. So about this game, overall about this game here, all right. Keep an eye on the status of R.J. Barrett, because if he doesn't go, you're gonna see elevated minutes from guys like Derrick Rose and Emmanuel Quickley. All right. Let's talk about Emmanuel Quickley. Somebody who might pop up on the books that he's not on the books right now. He's averaging 9 points in 2-2 this season. Okay, his last 5 games, his last 6 games, he scored double figures. And the one that he didn't, he had 9 points. Okay, so he can put up points quickly. All right, he's had a 3-pointer in every game except for one in his last 15. So he's hit a 3-pointer in 14 out of his last 15 games, man. So that's something to look at right there. He played 38 minutes last game. Prior to that, he played 31 minutes, so his minutes is trending up. Now, Derrick Rose, Tibbs goes and gets his guys. He likes his guys. He knows what it is. Now let me tell you something about Derrick Rose, all right? He had some rest, all right? Prior to the last game on the 30th, his last game was the 21st, okay? Then he had some rest. He sat out for 9 days. He came back on the 30th and played 35 minutes. So he should have some juice in his tank, all right? Going up against the Chicago Bulls, y'all already know. We got Kemba on the back burner. Rose is a scorer, man. You never know you never know what you'll get out of him. That's all I can say. You never know what if the situation is right, especially if R.J. Barrett's out. You know what I'm saying? You can look to somebody like him, man. I mean, I'm just letting you know. It is what it is. It's a 3-point shooting league. Lonzo Ball's been shooting the threes pretty good lately. Zach LaVine, his prop is the over under on his is 3.5. He hits them in bunches. I mean that's about it there, man. Let's keep it moving. Let's see if I can breeze through the rest of this shit, man, because it is what it is. My internet acting stupid. Okay. We have a Now the line has moved again in this one. All right, so we got 212 over under in this one. Oklahoma City Thunder at Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis Grizzlies are 9.5-point favorites. All right. Now we don't have props out for this one, so man. All right, we have get Josh Giddey. Let's talk about the injuries real fast. Ja Morant, he's out. Josh Giddey, he's out. All right, he's probably going to miss this game, so keep an eye on that one. Kyle Anderson's having back problems. Keep an eye on that on that right there. That's going to be interesting. Kimich Ridges is going to be out for a few more days probably. Derek Favors, keep an eye on that situation. He was out last game. I think he missed 2. That's it for the significant injuries right here. Okay, so let's just go down the line real fast. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he was hot last night. He got it in. All right, he's a very frustrating player to pinpoint. All right, but he had 39 points. I ain't gonna take too much into that. Going against the Rockets. I mean, it is what it is. This is a very pesky team. I have some interest in that spread. Okay, so okay, what's always the topic of the day when we come over here? Desmond Bane. We say it every day. I mean, his last 6 games, he's hit 4 threes or better in his last 6 games. Okay. Oh, and 5 out of his last 6 games. No, Let me reiterate that. Yeah, 5 out of his last 6 games. Okay. So yeah, he's been absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. All right, don't know who's going to be guarding him. He might be losing Dort. He's a pretty good defender. So I don't know if he's going to be guarding him. Losing Dort. Speaking of him, he's the 3-and-D guy over here. If he ain't making a 3, he's playing some D. That's just it is what it is. Now, whenever he gets in double-digit figures, I mean, of course he's going to have 2 threes. More than likely, if he has single-digit numbers, he's only hit 1 3. He has 3, 4, 5, 3 upside. So that's somebody you want to look out. Some people, I know there's going to be some people out there that's going to stack them 5 threes for both of him and Dort and Bane. I know there's going to be some people out there that's going to do it. Jaren Jackson Jr., he should be fine. As long as he keep his fucking hands to himself and stop hacking, he's going to be good, all right? Dylan Brooks, he's somebody who goes out there and do the same thing every night. Takes 16 to 18 to maybe 20 shots. Hits some of them motherfuckers. He's just a machine gun, all right? Tyus Jones. This is where they got me fucked up at right here, all right? Tyus Jones. Okay, Tyus Jones. All right, he got the start last game. Okay, cool. Prior to that, he's only went over his last 15. He's only went in his last 15. He's only went over 20 minutes. I mean, what? 5 times. I'm like, okay. I'm under this assumption that he goes out there. Well, anyway, he goes out there and has 4, 3, 6, 3. I mean, he's your typical floor general. I don't know what his defense is like, whatever the case may be, but he goes out there and plays 34 minutes. All right. Me, on the other hand, I'm waiting on DeAnthony Melton props will come out all fucking day. Okay, come out all day, and they finally bring him out like 15, 20, 30 minutes before the game, and I'm relieved. So what happens? For some odd reason, they goes out there and give him 17 minutes. Now, granted, the game before that, he plays 18 minutes against Sacramento. Of course, they blew him out by like 27. All right, that's cool. But they only give him 17 minutes, man, and that hurt. That hurt, because I know what he can do. He was a starter early in the season, But in his 17 minute span, he goes out there and gets 19, 10, and 2. All right, so that's something to look out for. I'm gonna pop their ass on a straight bet on DeAnthony Melton one time. I caught this assist prop, 2 games ago at plus, I think 400 for only 4. So keep it like that. Keep it like that. If they want to play, keep it like that. One prop I've been going to here is Jeremiah Robertson Earl. If the situation is right, I mean, his rebound prop has been coming out around 5.5. I'd imagine it's going to go up to 6.5 today, but it's been coming out around 5.5, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But 3 out of his last 4 games, 4 out of his last 5 games, he's had 8 rebounds, 10 rebounds, 10 rebounds, 7 and 9. Okay, so that's a few things I wanted to point out right there. Let's just keep it moving, man. Let's just keep it moving. All right, Detroit Pistons at Phoenix Suns. We got 209 over under in this one. Phoenix Suns favored by 12, and I mean, it is what it is, man. I just what? Come on, man. Look, DeAndre Ayton is a double candidate here. All right. Chris Paul is a double candidate here. Okay. Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, they just been some painful motherfuckers, all right? Like last game. How do you go? I've been off of them. I'm so glad. I've been off of them since last year. Both of these guys, man. 3 of D guys, man. Last game, Mikal Bridges, how you go out there and play 44 minutes and get two, and probably 3 or some shit. Like, it is what it is. Don't get me wrong, he's a good defender. I can't take that from him. But, I just, I'm so glad. I learned my lesson last year. I don't even see these motherfuckers. Now, Cameron Johnson here, all right? He should probably see a little bit more elevated usage if he does, if he don't. Because we got Devin Booker out. And that's about it for the significant injuries for those who's been out. So, that's where we're at with that. So we might see some elevated usage from Chris Paul, guys like that. I do have some interest in that point prop for DeAndre Ayton at 17.5. Chris Paul 16.5. I just don't know what to expect and who to look for. I'll probably do a same game parlay or whatever the case may be. Might straight bet a double, but they play performance doubles. I looked at them. They look cheap. They look really, really cheap. A lot of low minuses and shit. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? This is just all signs point to just leave it alone, bro. So rebounders. I have some interest in that 11.5 at minus 110 for DeAndre Ayton. Isaiah Stewart, he's a pretty decent rebounder though. He's put up some decent rebounding numbers against some nice teams here, man. It's just Dwayne Casey. Dwayne Casey got to give him his minutes. That's the first thing you got to do. Secondly, he's got to stay out of foul trouble. You know what I'm saying? He's had 13, 14, 15 rebound totals this year. So, it is what it is with that. Even if you want to alter it, I don't know what it is in same game parlays, bringing it down to something like 6 or whatever. What are we going to have? Minus 460, I probably won't get there, but, that's just, all signs point to liking DeAndre Ayton's prop. But, that is doable. Like we say, since, Chris Paul is a double candidate here. Some interesting 3-point props here. You got Chris Paul. Chris Paul, his 3-point prop is, it's a 3-point shooting lead. His 3-point prop is at plus money for 2. Without Booker, he might sneak out a few of them. Now the pace of Detroit Pistons play, I don't like it. It's just a slow down pace. Phoenix Suns, they've been playing a little bit faster this year, but I'm not a fan of that pace either. Then you got minus Devin Booker. So, that's something to think about. All right. Mikal Bridges, his plus, this 2 3-point prop is going to be at plus money at plus 140. And then, Jay Crowder, he's meddling around a 2. He hit 2. He's meddling around there. But if for some reason you want to take the under, you'll get that at plus 162. Okay. Team totals, I haven't looked at any team totals, but, it's just something, you have to check out. I imagine, man, I don't know. I don't want to go check it out. That's something you check it out. If you got something on the team totals, let me know, man. This game's possibly can go under. Never know. I'm not a totals guy, though. I'm not a totals guy. I do look at teams' implied totals sometimes, though, just to get a general look at where the Vegas thinks they're gonna, what they think they're gonna score. All right, 216 over under in this one. We have Portland Trailblazers favored by 5 on the road. This is an interesting game. I have some interest in this spread. I just want to go over these injuries right here so I can let you guys know a little something. So let's see something here, man, because it's gonna be some interesting shit going on here. So let's try to go through it real fast. Put you guys where you guys need to be. Damian Lillard is out. All right, there's some key injuries over here. Norman Powell. I want to say Norman Powell. He missed 2 games. Okay, so it's a possibility. He's questionable. So keep an eye on that situation. Devin Vassell. He missed the last game. He is questionable. All right. Doug McDermott. He missed. You got to keep it out. He's been out since the 18th. Okay. All right. Nasir Little. He plays a decent role in this offense. In what they do. He's averaging 22 minutes. He's out. He should be out. Yeah, keep an eye on that situation. So those are significant injuries there. All right. In the absence of Vassell, McDermott, Derek White, last game he went out there going up against Washington. He's averaging around 31 minutes a game. But he took 21 shots. That's something, that's major. You know what I'm saying? With a point prop sitting at with a point prop sitting at 13.5, that's major. He had 24 points and in that outing. We know he has upside on his points any given night. We know he can score. But prior to, yesterday he took 21 shots. Prior to that game, he was averaging only like 12 shots a game. You know what I'm saying? So, those injuries matter. Those injuries matter, all right? While we're on him, let's talk about his assists, okay? They got his assist prop sitting at 4.5. It's got a lot of juice on it, so, if you want to take it, you're taking this parlays. I don't mind going to 4 assists, okay? In same game parlays, all right? You get to that minus 320 or player prop parlays. He's averaging 5 assists. He's only went under 4 assists in 3 games out of so he's had 4 assists better in 12 out of his last 15 games. Okay. All right, DeJounte Murray. I'm liking him. I'm loving him. I like his matchup here. All right, he's a double candidate, triple-double candidate every night. I don't know if I'll get to his point prop. I just don't know. I tell you the truth, I don't know. It's there though. It's there. He's hit this point prop in his last 3 games and 5 out of his last 6. He's been on an absolute tear this season in a multitude of categories as far as peripherals. So he's averaging around 19, 8 and 8. That's right around where they have his rebounds at 8.5, and his assists are around 8.5, 2. All right, so it's a lot to like about that situation. Now, last but not least, the last person I want to touch on is Jakob Poeltl. All right, he's averaging about a double. Going up against Jusuf Nurkic is going to be a tough matchup here. Barring any foul trouble, I still like him as for some reason. I ain't gonna say for some reason. 12. The matchup is going to be tough. Okay, but I still got to point it out. Pop is trusting. It's going to be hard for Pop to trust you. All right, he's averaging 28 minutes a game. That should say something enough right there. He's averaging 12.5 and 9. All right, almost a double. It's not out of the possibility for him to hit that prop. I'd imagine his 8 rebound prop is probably juiced up. You're going to get it at minus 225 in parlay. So, that's something to look out for, But, I just had to point that out. Moving on over here to the Portland side of things, though. Let's start off with CJ McCullum. There'll be no Dame. You know that the usage is going to be through the roof. But listen here. He's averaging 20 points on the season, all right? About 20.5 points. Because of the situation, because of the matchup, or whatever the case may be, they got his prop, they got his point prop jacked up 5 points more than it is, the season. Can he hit this? Yes, he can hit this, but I just want to point that out, okay? Same thing with Anthony Simons. He's averaging about 12 points, you know what I'm saying? Don't quote me on that, but I think he's averaging about 12 points, we know he has 20 points upside, okay? We do know this. But, on the average, he's going to get a little elevated usage or whatever. since what's his name is out, whatever his name is, Damian Lillard. But keep in mind, he's averaging 12 points. They got his point prop jacked up 6 more points. All right, 6 more points. So keep that in mind for a lot of people that like to do unders and shit like that. But I don't mind the spot. I mean, the boy can ball. The boy can ball. It is what it is. Now, if the injuries stay the same, I mean, the usage is going to be through the roof. Of course, McCollum took like 25 shots last game. He's going to shoot it. It is what it is. We know that. Robert Covington, man. If for some reason we get out, Norman Powell out, this boy going to have to do something. All right? He's going to have to do something. All right? Now, he went out there. He had 8 points. He had 3 rebounds. He played 24 minutes last game. He took 10 shots, though, okay? His last 15 games, he took double-digit shot attempts in 3 of them, all right? He hit 2 threes. Let's move over here to the three-point prop section here. Now, Robert Covington, you're going to get his three-point prop. The over-under on that was going to come at minus 130. Anthony Simons, they got his set at for 4. His over-under at 3.5. You're going to get that at plus 142. And CJ McCollum's shit is sitting at 3.5 as well. As of right now, if everybody who was out last game is out this game, I would probably lean towards, I would take San Antonio on that one. I still have some interest in the spread. We need Norman Powell news. We need Devin Vassell news. We need Mcdermott news, okay? With that being said, I mean, I know I didn't touch too much about Nurkic, but it is what it is. He's in a great spot, all right? Peace. I'm out.